Trump asks Supreme Court to delay presidential immunity ruling in 2020 election case. A three-judge panel in the Federal Appeals Court in Washington, D.C., last Tuesday unanimously denied Trump's argument that he cannot be prosecuted for any official acts he performed as president. That ruling would end Trump's effort to throw out special counsel Jack Smith's election interference case and restart proceedings in federal district court in D.C. But the panel withheld its 57-page ruling from taking effect until Monday, giving Trump's lawyers time to ask the Supreme Court to pause the case while they file an appeal to the nation's highest court. Trump's application for a stay keeps the case on hold, at least until the Supreme Court issues a decision on whether or not to grant the request. An individual justice can make that decision. The 9-member Supreme Court includes 3 justices who were appointed under Trump, but Chief Justice John Roberts, who was nominated by former President George W. Bush, is assigned to handle matters coming from D.C. Trump has sought to delay his multiple criminal and civil cases as he runs for the Republican presidential nomination. He is currently the GOP's clear front-runner, setting up a likely rematch with President Joe Biden. Last week's ruling in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit upheld U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan's prior decision denying Trump's claim of absolute presidential immunity. For the purpose of this criminal case, former President Trump has become Citizen Trump, with all of the defenses of any other criminal defendant. Read the ruling from appellate judges Karen LaCraft Henderson, Michelle Childs and Florence Pan. But any executive immunity that may have protected him while he served as president no longer protects him against this prosecution, they ruled. Trump's attorneys have argued that the Constitution's separation of powers doctrine prevents the courts from reviewing a president's official acts. They also argued that the same doctrine requires immunity to avoid hampering the functions of the executive branch. The appeals court rejected those arguments. At bottom, former President Trump's stance would collapse our system of separated powers by placing the president beyond the reach of all 3 branches, the judges ruled. They also dismissed as irrational Trump's contention that the Constitution only permits charges against a former president if they are first impeached and convicted by Congress. Trump was impeached in the House twice while in office, but the Senate on both occasions voted to acquit him. A majority of senators voted to convict Trump in his second impeachment trial on a charge of inciting the January 6, 2021, insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, but the vote fell short of the 2/3 requirement. Smith in the D.C. election case is prosecuting Trump on 4 criminal counts, including conspiracy to defraud the U.S. by trying to reverse the 2020 results and conspiracy to obstruct Congress from certifying Biden's victory on January 6, 2021. Trump has pleaded not guilty to those charges and dozens more in 3 other active criminal cases, which he claims are part of a conspiracy by the Biden administration to damage him politically.